Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave, and today we're going to be answering the question, who is Erik Ten Hag and why will he be the most sought after manager in Europe? Remember to subscribe if you're new and smash that like button. But anyway, let's get this party started. The current manager of Ajax, Erik Ten Hag, is a modern-day football manager who deploys a vertical tiki-taka, a style of possession-based football but with a purpose. A former centre-back, Erik Ten Hag spent his entire playing career in the Netherlands, spending the majority of his career at FC Twente across 3 different stints, ultimately winning the Dutch Cup in 2001 before retiring in 2002. After hanging up his boots, Ten Hag went straight into coaching and cut his teeth in the Twente youth setup, spending 1 year with the under-17s and 2 with the under-19s. After 3 years in the youth setup, Ten Hag stepped up to the senior team as he was taken on by Frank Rutten as his assistant manager in 2006. Ten Hag continued this role under Steve McCarron before linking back up with Rutten in 2009, this time at PSV. 3 years later, Erik Ten Hag got his solo break in management in the Dutch second division with Go Ahead Eagles. The young manager started his career superbly, leading the Eagles back to their Eredivisie after a 17-year absence from the Dutch top flight. This was noted around Europe, and Ten Hag was poached for Bayern Munich's second team for the start of the 2013-14 season. 2 years and 48 wins later, Ten Hag returned to the Netherlands with Utrecht and continued to impress in management. Not only did he take them from 11th to 5th in his first season, but he reached the Dutch Cup final for the first time in 12 years. Ten Hag went a place higher the season after, granting Utrecht European football in 2017. But after Marcel Keizer unimpressed in Amsterdam, Ajax swooped for Erik Ten Hag in December 2017, and he hasn't looked back. Since his appointment, Ten Hag has picked up more Eredivisie points than any other side in the competition, and he's led Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals in 2019, coming just seconds away from the final. So what's he like as a manager? His preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1. He's got the best results using a variant of this system at Ajax, with a number 10 in a more reserved position, whilst the wingers operate more like forwards than in the standard system. Heavily influenced by Johan Cruyff but adapted for the modern game, Erik Ten Hag deploys a vertical tiki-taka style of play. Given the heritage of the club and their relationship with the football legend and the level of quality in the players, it's clear to see why his Ajax side are the best example of Ten Hag's philosophy. He likes his side to dominate the ball and recycle possession, creating gaps in the opposition's shape to play through and overloads to play to. But once Ten Hag reaches the final third, there becomes a sense of purpose about his side's play, as they'd rather try a risky pass or get a shot away than recycle possession. His most successful spell at Ajax, when they reached the latter stage of the Champions League in 2019, saw them switch to a 3-3-1-3 in possession, creating 3 diamonds and giving players plenty of passing options. This is very much Cruyff's total football 3-4-3 diamond, and like Cruyff's sides, Ten Hag's men were incredibly well-rounded footballers. But it's clear that this is what Ten Hag wants to implement. At Utrecht, he used a very similar structure that incorporated a 3-1 base flanked by wide but deep passing options. Regardless of personnel, Ten Hag's instructions are clear: dominate possession and cut through the opposition's lines using quick vertical passes. Then in the final third, chances would be created through underlaps, through balls, third man runs to get in behind before crossing low and cutting the ball back. Ajax would still send crosses into the box, but they'd be closer to whip passes, picking out a teammate rather than hopeful lumps up to a big forward. Tadic's goal against Bayern in 2018 was a Ten Hag goal. De Jong in possession, passes it to Blind, who plays a 1-2 with Mazraoui. Blind looks to play inside, but instead he passes it to De Ligt, who works it to Mazraoui. The fullback then finds Blind before Ajax cut through Bayern with 5 touches. Blind, De Jong, Ziyech, Van der Beek, Tadic, goal. This is an unbelievable team move that showcases Ten Hag's philosophy in all its glory. First, patiently pulling Bayern around to create gaps in their shape and using positional rotation to free up the danger man whilst maintaining their structure. Then Ajax take advantage of the chance with underlaps, a through ball and a low cross to completely carve Bayern Munich apart. Since his 2019 squad was dismantled by Europe's elite, Ten Hag has rebuilt and moved with the times. His system has evolved to accommodate different personnel and to keep pace with footballing meta. The 3-1 base is largely outdated thanks to the considerable number of low blocks and counter-attacking styles in the post-pandemic landscape. But of course, the 3-2-5 is the most common attacking structure used amongst the best. Rather than abandoning his own style, Ten Hag has created something of a hybrid. Now his wingers hold the width. Box-to-box midfielder Ryan Gravenberch joins attacking midfield in the hole. And instead of the 3-1 base being comprised of 2 centre-backs and 2 central midfielders, Ten Hag uses an inverted fullback to create a 3-2 base, now that one midfielder is used in the attacking unit. Whilst this seems rigid on paper, there's a lot more fluidity about Ten Hag's new look Ajax, as individual players create different iterations of their attacking structure. Extremely versatile, Ten Hag has also shown he can get a tune out of the side with different strikers. His 2019 side largely used Dusan Tadic as a false 9, often with Donny van de Beek adopting the position when Tadic drifted. But this side uses Sebastian Haller, who's very much a physical target man. Why Ten Hag continues to succeed is because it doesn't affect how the side plays. They still look to largely create through low crosses and cutbacks, despite Haller being an aerial threat. Without the ball, Ten Hag's teams defend in their 4-2-3-1 and deploy a high-intensity press in a man-to-man scheme. It's very intense but extremely efficient. Across the last 3 full Champions League campaigns, Ajax have ranked in the top 2 for pressure success rates twice, suggesting a very well drilled side without the ball. Erik Ten Hag is still very young by managerial standards, but with a clearly defined philosophy and a willingness to adapt to new trends and the loss of players, he's clearly very good. So what's next for the Dutchman? Whilst I'd love for him to stay at Ajax forever and guide them to their 5th Champions League title, it'd be a shame if he didn't get a move to a bigger club. With his current contract expiring in 2023, Ten Hag will have many suitors, but I think the best move for him would be going for a club that needs a project. Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Manchester United would all give him time to deliver results. The logical step for Erik Ten Hag is following Johan Cruyff and joining Barcelona. In need of a major overhaul, Ten Hag's vertical tiki-taka could be the fresh tactical look the Catalans need. He's shown he doesn't need big signings to compete in the Champions League, makes great use of youth academies and plays attractive attacking football. Erik Ten Hag wouldn't just be perfect for Barcelona, but he'd be perfect for a lot of the best clubs in the world. But anyway guys, what do you think? Where should Erik Ten Hag's next step be? Barcelona, a national team, or should he stay at Ajax forever? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Statman Dave. We'll see you next time. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not check out some more content on the Statman Dave YouTube channel?